all my movie-loving maniacs. Now, this fight you're about to watch, I shot this a couple of months ago. Yeah, way before all these Marvel Phase 5 and Phase 6 announcements. So, yeah, this video might be a little dated, but I thought now that I'm a little caught up with the birthday extravaganza fights, now is a good time to post this fight. And especially since it's a little relevant given how some people may feel about Phase 4 in Marvel going forward. So, anyways, without further ado, so here you go. Just thought I'd give you that little disclaimer. Alright, what's up all my movie-loving maniacs? Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for watching the birthday extravaganza video. We all have fun. Everybody had fun. It was so good that I decided, you know what, I want to continue that, but instead I'm just going to do single match videos where I just bring on two guests and we'll just, whatever topic comes to mind, and we'll just argue that. And then every quarter of the year I'm going to do a tournament with all the champions from those matches. And as you can see, I brought back the two runner-up from that last match we did, my boy Scriv and Zooty, aka the homies. And so for today's match has the MCU Phase 4 been a dud so far? And I think this is a perfect question because Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness recently came out. Some people like it, some people thought it was mediocre at best. I liked it, but I didn't love it. If you see my review, it's on Instagram, but long story short, I gave it the thumbs up emoji. But everything from the MCU over to this point, some people are a bit split on this. Some people don't like the creative decisions that are being going around for the Marvel Phase 4. Like, some people are calling it the quote-unquote MCU, but yeah, that's neither here nor there, or maybe these guys have something to say about it. But I got Scriv here arguing why the MCU Phase 4 has been a dud so far, and I got Zooty arguing why it hasn't. Now, to refresh your memory real quick of MCU Phase 4 this far, it has been WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Hawkeye, Spider-Man No Way Home, Loki, What If, and just recently, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And as far as the movie,
okay, see, I didn't know that the shows were gonna factor in so heavily.
Oh yes.
All right.
And for the rest of this year, we got Thor: Love and Thunder and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever on the way. And as far as the shows goes, we got Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk on the way for the rest of this year. In fact, at the time when I recorded this video, they had just released a trailer for She-Hulk. So, but Scriv, let's hear from you. Why do you think the MCU Phase 4 has been a dud so far? Opening argument.
Well, I didn't realize they were including the whole thing, but I do think that I hold fast to my position that the movies so far have kind of failed to deliver on the promise of the shows, and it really feels like a cash grab. It feels like we're doing the movies because we know everybody's got to come see the movies, and we got to have a sequel for everybody that's a main Avenger or main whatever we want to call them, and then get a sequel. But like, a lot of stuff feels placeholder. Like, I guess they're setting something up, but like, that was the point of the shows, was to hold a place and set something up. Like, the movies, at this point, Marvel movies should be a spectacle every time. Not a fun ride with some cool effects. It should be a spectacle. You should really feel like, damn, yeah, I couldn't have got that on Disney Plus. That's just what I think.
Okay.
And we're not getting that right now.
Alright, Zooty, why do you think the MCU Phase 4 has not been a dud so far?
It hasn't been, well, we're still in Act 1 of Phase 3. And like I said, everything's been getting set up to at least go into Phase 2, Act 2 of Phase 4. And we got a lot of great content. Like, the last year has been straight Marvel, everything. I don't think I've really been focused on anything other than Snowfall and Marvel. Pretty much all year. Then She-Hulk, She-Hulk was amazing. It was an amazing trailer. Like, the CGI She-Hulk was amazing. It's like spectacular. Like, it shouldn't change anything. Like, them shoes that she had on, those were just fresh. Like, it was like the wedge, but like a trainer, like heel shoe. It was like some real, like, 2K, some 2K shoes, you know. But, you know, Spider-Man was great. You got to see Tobey Maguire again. And he's coming back and make it a third movie. And whatever you call him. His friends call him Andy. We call him Andrew. Real desperate.
That's right. than Mr. Garfield's.
We're going to get Blade. Like, watch how they set everything up to lead the Blade. Like, watch how Wesley Snipes comes back and he beats the new Wesley. And think about that. Wesley as Wesley. Then he had it, man.
Alright, so now 4 minutes for y'all to pretty much fight it out and go.
So, I mean, I see the first thing I would say is we're not talking about what is. I mean, what will be. We're talking about what is. And right now, I feel like part of Marvel's problem is they're kind of stepping on their own feet with all of this big, like, universe, multiverse, huge level shit going on at the same time. Like, oh, we got multiverses, but oh, we got timelines diverging, and oh, we got these eternal motherfuckers y'all didn't even know about. Oh, we got, and it's just like, alright, bro, like, can we get one major level, reality level thing per arc? Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't see where this is going tidally. And again, I just said we're not talking about what will be, but what is a little confusing.
Pretty much what you're saying right now is you feel like they're overcooking it as far as setting up things.
They're definitely overcooking it as far as setting up things, but I think also they may be throwing too many ingredients in, too many strong main ingredient type things. You know what I mean?
Well, they gave themselves a way out with the multiverses, because again, time is relative. So like, like how in the multiverse, everything is happening basically at the same time, and stuff just branching off. Everything's just going at the same time. So it's at that quantum level, you know. That's how they're trying to operate. They're like, this universe. I think what they're really setting up in my mind is this universe is really a divergent universe. It's really a divergent universe. Like,
oh, like a big mind fuck at the end. Like, you thought you were the main timeline. Yeah, I can see that, but it doesn't. It also, I think in my mind, doesn't really matter if they do that, because this is still gonna be the main universe to us.
The main timeline is going to be the ones who can transcend the dimensions.
Like going forward.
Yeah, like Wanda, how she can basically like the ones who can what's it called again? What's it called? They were doing like the when it's just taking over the person. They was taking over their variant.
Oh, the scrolls.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. No. It wasn't astral projection. It was the dark hold. Like, it was dream walking.
Dream walking. Like basically the ones who can dream walk and like the ones who can like
America Chavez.
Yeah, like America Chavez and what's her face? Because America Chavez she's from outside of the timelines.
Maybe though, and don't get me started on the plot holes and fucking Doctor Strange.
In the comic, whatever, she's from the actual universe. Like her reality is separate. It's separate from the timeline.
It's separate in the comics.
Yeah, like,
she's outside of time in the comics.
Like she's outside of our
If that's the case, then all right, because I'm like, well, I looked in 72 places and I wasn't in any of them.
Yeah, that's
you think there's only 72 universes? Like, this one's called 616. Like, what are you doing?
Like, yeah.
So I don't know.
Then we're getting Blade.
What we're getting, you say we don't have Blade. We're not talking about what is Marvel Phase 4 gonna be good. We're talking about, is it a dud right now?
It's not a dud because all this is working up to Blade.
You just saying that. Like, it could be anything, and they told you Blade was coming, so they could literally put anything out there. You'd be like, we're working the Blade.
Because we are.
But that has no bearing on the current situation. There's not anything hinting at Blade yet. The closest thing might be the fact that he was in Midnight Suns with Moon Knight and Doctor Strange.
Think about this. We got so much content.
Okay, great.
But you can go ahead and finish that thought if you want.
We got so much content without Blade, without going back to Wakanda. We just got the what's it called again?
Now that's who they should have in the Black Panther joint. They want to set some shit off.
Yeah.
They put Blade in the Black Panther. Oh man, I lose my mind.
They need to make that yellow.
All right, let me ask this question, and then after
Yellow, who? What was you saying?
The lady who plays the leader of the movie.
But anyways, let me ask this question, and then after this question, go ahead and pretty much roll into your final thoughts. So pretty much what I'm hearing from all these anti-woke critics is how the MCU has become the MCU because of there's an overabundance of strong female characters, or they're pretty much turning down the some of the legacy male characters to bring up the female characters or whatever.
How? Like who? In what way?
Like they're saying like with the Marvels, for example, Captain Marvel and Photon and Miss Marvel, and
are they normally not women? Are they normally men?
Exactly.
No, I'm asking.
Oh,
are
no.
they normally men?
I think Captain Marvel was a man at one point, but all the other ones were solely men. But like pretty much everybody's complaining how it's more progressive, which I don't agree with, but go ahead and pretty much say how you feel about that and give me your final thoughts.
I mean, anything nerdy is always dominated by white men and white men's imaginations, and it makes sense to a degree because, I mean, most things are dominated by white people or white men, and when we're talking imaginations, it's escapism to an extent. You're like living out your biggest fantasy. So of course, if it's just been their fantasy the whole time, they're gonna feel like somebody else getting theirs and stepping on theirs. I mean, that's kind of, if we have a mindset of something being finite, right? Like, oh, there's only so much representation, which is kind of dumb in the first place, right? Because Marvel's goal is to keep making fucking superhero movies till the sun explodes. So everybody's gonna get a fucking turn. Well, they could, but they feel like if it's not centering me, then it's not right and it's fucking up the fantasy. It's like, I guess for them, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Really, they having a fantasy, and then like, just some random like cow comes in, or like somebody they're not trying to fuck comes into their sexual fantasy. It's like, whoa, it's just fucking it up. Same thing from a fantasy perspective. Like, oh, women, oh, brown people, oh, it's fucking up my. It's not just yours, dude. It's public. Yeah, like it's everybody.
And another part I wanted to bring up is another complaint I'm hearing about the Moon Knight series, which I forgot to mention is also part of Phase 4. Is how Scarlet or Scarab, whatever her name was.
Scarlet
Scarab. Is how they're saying how we got less Moon Knighting, and people were actually counting how many times she saved Moon Knight or the main character. But my thing is, okay, you're really sitting there counting how many times she saved him, and
like, if anything, like that's good. Like, she's not just a damsel, like sideline, just side piece, plot piece for him. Like, it's real. Like, that's dope. Like, they're like married. Like, they clearly got some shit to work out, but like,
she's an Avatar now too, so.
Yeah, like but she don't even want to be for real. Like, so they could continue to be, or she might just be like, yeah, that was fun. I helped you out when you needed it. All right, bye. Like, this is your shit. Like, even still, like, I don't know how you walk away and feel like, oh, I didn't get enough Moon Knight from that. Like, Moon Knight was dope. Like, it was all about leaning on people. Like, he was leaning on himself. It was like 3 of them. Like, for real. Like, it's all about leaning on. We don't know it's the third guy, but like, relax. Like, if that's the case, then there's probably you either like Mark or you like Steven. And if that's the case, then one of them probably got on your nerves. So you were already not having a good time. If you're like, oh, I don't want to see him get saved. Like, chill your shit. Like, this is just that's a whack argument. Now, what I can fuck with is sometimes some of the way people try to do diversity is really ham-fisted. Like, okay, you're doing Moon Knight. Assuming Scarlet Scarab was already a thing, I'm not real familiar with Moon Knight, and that's cool. You're bringing in source material. But like the line in there where she was like, are you an Egyptian superhero? Yes, I am. Like, all right, bro. Like, we knew you were an Egyptian superhero. Like, y'all didn't have to say it. Like, oh, we gave you guys an Egyptian superhero. Like, relax. Again, just let it, just be. Just be. Like, you don't have to, look, guys, we know, nigga, we heard you say she was Egyptian. We see she's a superhero, nigga. Like, we know we got an Egyptian superhero on our hands. Like, let's watch it. I don't know.
Any thoughts on that?
I mean, them people, they just don't really like women. They're regular people too.
Yeah, I definitely agree there, because like I think you even said it's like everybody deserves to see an idealized version of the self on screen.
Yeah. So, if the point is to go and see, wow, look at what I could be, you should see somebody that kind of look like you.
But give me your final thoughts on why the MCU Phase 4 has been a dud so far.
It's just been real cheap. Well, it's felt. It's felt cheap. It's felt surface. It's felt like we've been really hard on the facets of we're Marvel. We make fun movies and
Formulaic.
very formulaic. And then the idea that we're Marvel. You're gonna come for the last 30 seconds in the middle of the credits. Like you're gonna come to see what hits you can get. We got your ass. Like that's what I feel like kind of every time I go. And then certain movies they'd be like, but here's some fan service for you since you came out. And it's like, just give me movies, give me plot, like give me something, give me something new. I know y'all can do it. They got a whole universe to fuck with. Like,
Alright, Zooty, give me your final thoughts.
Like we said earlier, we're getting diversity. You know, everybody's getting a chance to see themselves on the screen. We're showing women as the superheroes that they are. You know, we're getting a what's it called? A hyperbole of what they are. And that's what scares them. And it's great to be able to show that, put it in their face. And that's what they want to go. Phase 4 is great because they're making people who should be uncomfortable. But not really even being jarring, I would say. Like, if you're uncomfortable by what's going on with the Marvel Phase 4, you're just being a weirdo. Too much hatred.
I'll give you that. But to that point, I do gotta say again, I already have an argument. Again, let's not just do diversity for the sake of. Don't just be diverse in the placeholder movies, Marvel. When shit gets real and it starts to count, let's have people count because they count. You know what I mean? Like, let's not just, oh well, let's throw a scene in. No, let's put some effort into it. That's all I'm saying.
The whole Endgame scene was like, they all came together.
No, don't give me just the end. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was trash.
Don't do that shit.
Like,
don't give me like fucking posters.
Captain
like
Marvel just like fucking blew through these niggas like she was fucking Earl Campbell and shit.
And where the fuck was she going?
Right, like.
And then Black Panther was that bitch like Walter Payton. That was kind of cool to see, but it was like, again, what are we doing? They all the women pose like, come on. Like, why would they do that?
Alright, time. So, I am calling the winner. So, well, Zooty, you definitely had a good point where you said, like, yes, the MCU Phase 4 has been a dud so far, but we still, but the Phase 4 is still in its infancy, so we don't know where it's going. But we are still talking about the now, what's going on in the future. Now, the future could be a lot better than it is now, but I'm ultimately going to give it to Scriv because he did bring up some good points about how, we, even with the whole diversity thing, it's like, yes, we want diversity, but just don't just put it in there just for the sake of being in there. Like, make it actually make sense with the story. And as far as the movies goes, it's like, yeah, just don't be like, we're Marvel, so we can pretty much throw whatever in anybody's face and people buy into it. It's like, no, we still want these to be good and not just spitting them out just to spit them out, you know? So, and for that,
See what it is. You guys just don't like diversity. That's what it is.
We like diversity,
I mean, look at this panel here. 3 educated black men. There's no diversity here. You guys just don't like diversity.
And this is why real diversity is necessary, so that you can know that's a beautiful thing.
You just got 3 black men with college degrees. No diversity. You guys just don't like diversity.
no, we do. But Scriv, thank you. You're the winner. You are now 2-0. So, and Zooty, I will definitely bring you back.
An honorable battle.
So, and that's it for this match. Again, thank you, homies. I'm your boy, Lassiter, aka Bankful B. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Peace.